As you guys know, the Cypher was released today in GTA 5 Online, so in today's video we're going to be going over some things that you might want to know about it before you purchase it, because obviously you don't want to go in knowing absolutely nothing about the vehicle. So I hope you guys go on to enjoy the video. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and without further ado, let's get into it. The very first thing you might want to know about the Cypher is its top speed. It isn't that great. It is the second worst out of all of the LS Tuner vehicles. Its top speed is 111 miles per hour while driving on a flat surface. You may be able to get it up to like 112, but it'll end up leveling out at practically 111, which isn't the best. Now, does that mean this car is terrible? No, because obviously top speed isn't everything. That is if you're driving on a flat surface though. So if you're doing a drag race at the airport, or you're doing a stunt race or something like that with this vehicle, and you're driving and the road is flat, a lot of other cars are going to end up passing you because 111 miles per hour really is not that fast. But don't forget, if there's any kind of inclines, if you're driving around on the streets and there's bumps or anything like that, that will affect how fast the car is going to go. So throughout the video, you'll see in the bottom right hand corner, the top speed will go way further above 111 miles per hour. So it's really not the biggest issue. Top speed does matter, but that's why a lot of people really look over it, because it doesn't make a huge difference. What really matters is the person driving. So if you're a great driver, you shouldn't have too much to worry about, because the car is still pretty awesome. Next up is its upgrade potential. Now this is something that's very important to me at least, and this car has a lot of upgrades. If you compare it to every other car from this update, it has the 5th most amount of upgrades available for it. It has 250 different cosmetic upgrades, which is pretty damn insane. 250 upgrades is a lot. Obviously the one with the most upgrades is the Dominator ASP with 282 different cosmetic upgrades, and the one with the least is the Dominator GTT with only 185 upgrades. And when you compare that to regular vehicles in GTA 5, every single one of the LS Tuner vehicles has way more upgrades than a lot of the other ones, even some of the Benny's vehicles. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So it has a ton of upgrades, which I absolutely love, so there's a lot of room to customize it the way you want and to make it look custom to yourself. There's a very low chance you'll see another vehicle out there that looks identical to the one that you're driving, which I absolutely love. So the upgrade potential is definitely a plus with this car. Next up is the vehicle's handling. Now this is something you definitely want to look for in a great car. If it handles really well, that is a huge bonus, especially if you're going to be racing with it or you're going to be using it in the LS car meet area. Having a car that can handle really well is a huge benefit, and lucky for you guys, the Cypher is pretty damn great at that, which I absolutely love. Compared to some of the other vehicles from this update, it's definitely a lot better. It's kind of hard to judge handling because it obviously depends on how you drive. If you drive really aggressive, you're going to notice you'll probably spin out a lot unless you can control it. But with this car, the only issue I faced was the fact that it feels just a little bit heavy, and every once in a while the rear end did kick out just a bit, but that's because I was going at a fairly high speed and went around some turns. But to be completely honest, it kicked right back in and I gained full control of the vehicle right after, which I absolutely love. But like I said, it feels just a little bit heavy going around turns. Not really that much of an issue because it handles really, really well. And one of the reasons why is most likely because it does not have the highest top speed and the acceleration is not the best. But its handling is pretty great. So if you're looking for a vehicle from this update with great handling, the Cypher is pretty amazing. And just so you know, this is using the vehicle completely normal without having low grip tires on it and without having it drop down to the floor. It's just a regular car. You take it to the custom shop and upgrade it, and it does pretty damn well. By the way, be sure to check out Digizani. They'll hook you up with tons of discounted games and in-game currency for dozens of your favorite games, like GTA 5, Fortnite, and many more. Don't forget to use code Frolickz at checkout for a 10% discount. Another thing to know about the Cypher is its acceleration. It's not the best. If you compare it to all of the other LS Tuner vehicles, it has the 3rd worst acceleration, with a time of 11.03 seconds to reach 100 miles per hour, and that is also fully upgraded. So it definitely does not have the best acceleration. If you're going to use it in drag races and shit, you're just going to be left in the dust. It's not the best. Comparing it to the best vehicle, which is the Calico has a time of 8 seconds to reach 100 miles per hour. And that isn't using low grip tires or anything like that. That is just driving the vehicle fully upgraded and then just completely normal. which is a pretty freaking amazing time to get to 100 miles per hour. 8 seconds is pretty insane. So obviously the Cypher can't really compete with that. Does it mean it's a terrible vehicle? No, it just means the acceleration isn't the best and the top speed isn't the highest. So if that's an issue for you, then obviously don't buy it, but there's still a ton of other benefits about the vehicle. Now here's something some of you may want to know about, the upgrades on it. Even though it has 250 different cosmetic upgrades, the upgrades are very subtle, which I actually love. If you were to fully max it out like I just did and then just change the arches on it, you'll notice that the vehicle still looks fairly stock. Obviously it doesn't look bone stock, but it still looks very simple and very subtle. If you remove the spoiler and the livery, it would look practically stock from a far distance away. Compared to some other vehicles, like for instance the Club or the Weevil, where if you fully upgrade it, it would look very crazy and the upgrades are very noticeable. Now honestly, this is not an issue for me at all. I honestly love the fact that the upgrades are very subtle, and the fact that we still have 250 different cosmetic upgrades that we could throw on it makes it even better, because I'm a huge fan of that. I don't really like all this flashy kind of stuff, if you know what I mean. So after hearing all of this, it's up to you guys if you want to buy the car. It does not have the highest top speed. It does not have the best acceleration, but it has pretty great handling and it has some awesome upgrade potential comparing it to some of the other vehicles from this update. The upgrades are very subtle, but honestly the car still looks pretty damn awesome. So in the end game, it's personal preference. I'm definitely going to buy one, and I'm going to make this shit look really, really cool, and I would recommend buying one as well if you guys had the money for it and you were considering buying the vehicle from the start. Anyways, that's pretty much going to wrap the video up for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to smash a thumbs up on it. Subscribe if you are new to the channel as well, and I will catch you guys in the next video.